Azure Cosmos DB is globally distributed database system that allows you to read and write data from the local replicas of your database. Azure Cosmos DB transparently replicates the data to all the regions associated with your Cosmos account that we already talked about in the previous video, where we said turnkey global distribution. So to lower the latency, we place the data close to where our users are. Choosing the required regions depend on the global reach of your application and where your users are located. It's not like if you have the capability, you keep on clicking in all the regions because somebody has to pay. Don't forget about that. So there are some key benefits of global distribution, like unlimited elastic read and write scalability, 99.999% of read and write availability, and guaranteed to serve reads and write in less than 10 seconds. Okay, because of these benefits, we can build global active apps. If you remember the architecture that I shown in the previous video, it was application getting accessed by people from different regions, right? So it can help you active apps, highly responsive apps, highly available apps, and also maintain the business continuity. So with global distribution, it's time to explore multi-master feature of Cosmos that I've mentioned a couple of times since the series has started. So similarly, when you hit the overview blade of Cosmos DB, we have geo replication. Similarly, if we go at the settings page of Cosmos DB, I'll share my screen and I'll show it to you. If you can see my screen, right here. Under settings, we have replicate data globally, right? Once you click here, we also have an option to configure regions and multi-region rights. Once you enable the multi-region right, you can write to multiple regions. It's not like the traditional SQL where we always have the single master and rest replicas are the read replicas. Okay, so all the distributed system architecture works like one write data server and multiple read data servers that I was talking about. And data are replicated to all data servers from write data server. But in Cosmos, we have multiple write servers. So that's why it's multi-master. You understand the difference? When we talk about the not the Cosmos DB, but the other one, there is one master only in the master or the read and write server, we can make the write, but we cannot make the write in other replicas. We can only have the read replicas. But in Cosmos DB, this wonderful feature makes it multi-master because we can write in multiple servers, not the single one. Now, let me try to explain it further because this one, this one is very critical feature of Cosmos, and we need to understand the concept, like how it is impacting the application and how it is actually working, things that it is sorting out for us. So for that, I need to take an example. Now, let's suppose West US is the primary region for read and write, and you enable 3 more read regions. Okay, it could be East US, India, or any 3 regions. Let's put it this way. So we got 1 region as write, and we got 3 more regions are as a read replicas. Now, the point is, let us say we have user in one of the read region, let's say it's Japan, And if that user trying to access the data, it will be very quick because the data is available in the local data center. But what about if that user tries to write some data? This center is a read only. I mean to say, Japan data center is only for read. It's not for the write, right? So when the user will try to write something, this will go to the West US first, right? And then it will replicate back to the Japan data center, and only then it will read the updated data. And you must be wondering, it would be a long haul going back and coming, right? And it must be introduced some latency, and I agree. Read is going to be fast, no doubt, but the write is going to be slow because the write statement has strict travel across the globe. Because Japan this side, West US that side, it's across the globe, not only once, but twice, while coming back to replicate data to the Japan center, right? So Cosmos DB has a solution for this problem, and that is called multi-region writes. So this is the statement that I wanted to say. That's the reason at the beginning I build so much multi-master thing. This is the region, it's called multi-region, right? Now you enable the multi-region as I showed you in the snippet. All the read regions will become write region because you enable it manually. You go click on that, enable multi-region, you select the regions that you want to make write as well along with the read. So now if a user in Japan that was executing the write statement, that write statement can be executed right here in the Japan data center and will be replicating back to the US later, or maybe then and there. But the point is, it can write locally. Write execution would not go back to the original data server and replicate back for the read. Okay, now all centers, like more than one center, you can write in more than one center. That's why it's multi-region, right, or multi-master. And because traffic is not flowing from one master but from all the servers, that's why it's multi-master. Now you must be wondering, it sounds interesting, but people would be updating all the time and everywhere. What if conflict arises? And you're not wrong. If two people are writing something at the same point in time, then of course, which one should be Cosmos, which one should be considered, right? There must be some conflicts because everybody is writing and data is replicating everywhere. Which is the right update? Which one should we consider, or should Cosmos consider? That thing we should be talking about in next video. Don't want to be create a huge video of theory that will confuse and you might lost interest in between. So let me summarize this thing. In this video, we talked about we refreshes the memory of global distribution. Then we talked about the multi-region write. We see in the snippet from where we can enable it. Under the settings, we have replicate data globally, and from there we can enable the multi-region write. Then we took the example of like one read region and three write region. If three read region and one write region, if the people or the user is reading from the write region, it is cool. But if he's writing, it would be a problem. And to solve this problem, Cosmos has multi write region, and that's why it's called multi-master. So let's meet in another video where we'll be tackling or talking about those conflicts that can arise because data is getting right everywhere. Till then, take care and keep working out. Bye-bye.